AskReddit. What is a completely normal thing that society seems to frown upon? Calling in sick for work. Declining things without a reason like plans, favors, etc. You shouldn't have to make up bullshit excuses if you just don't want to do something. Talking about salaries. I get that some jobs put restrictions on that, but when I'm with family or close friends I'd like to be able to gauge if I'm getting good pay for my efforts. I'm not gonna judge a person who makes more than me, only ask for advice. Doing nothing. Being single but also not wanting to date. As someone who fits this description I 100% agree. I find it really weird how many people I've known who have been so uncomfortably determined to see me have a boyfriend. Like, sorry, I don't want one, it's not going to happen, and this doesn't personally affect you at all. Declining invitations to social events because the person would rather be left alone. I have found the most accepted honest response to invitations like that is to simply say I really appreciate that you thought of me, but honestly there has been so much going on that I was really looking forward to some time at home to recharge. I would love though if you thought of me again next time. Crying and basically expressing emotion. Everyone has feelings and they need to express them. Suppressing emotions is also extremely unhealthy. Same goes for over-expressing emotion, which is way unhealthy. Basically both of these mean you're hiding what you're really feeling. Talking to yourself. At least for me it's normal and way easier to arrange my thoughts quietly to myself instead of trying to do it in my head. It's easier to remember what I planned or said. Going to therapy. A study conducted showed that a large percent of people think going to therapy is something that employers will know about and not hire them for. Employers cannot go to therapy if you need it. Going to theaters alone. I like to watch some movies that I know my friends won't like, and sometimes I just feel like doing something by myself without having to gather a whole party to do it. Every now and then, I see comments about weirdos that watch movies alone, so I suppose society looks down upon my habit. Farting. Every single human being with an intact / functioning bowel / anus farts. Animals fart. Everyone feels relief when they fart. We all love to fart. We all hate when others fart. But farting is beautiful. We should love farting. Imagine the world where farting is just as normal as breathing, no matter the smell or any additional unexpected accompanying diarrhea, for which one has to run very hastily to the bathroom to pursue furious cleanup. It would be glorious. This got real intense towards the end there, friendo. Being over a certain age and not being married or having kids. People still think such people must be gay. Body hair. I've heard people compare it to cancer before. Tumors grow. Are they supposed to be there? No. So body hair isn't either. And it's just wild. There's also the double standard of hairy men being rugged and handsome, while hairy women are gross and unhygienic. It makes me irrationally angry. Talking about periods. One day my male cousin wanted to know why I didn't want to swim. I said, oh, I'm on my period. He said, oh, okay. Then went to swim. Our grandma said to never say that, especially to a boy. Most of my guy friends in HS were fine with it. That, and a period being a completely legit cause to call in sick. When I tell my boss I don't feel well, and he asks me what's wrong, and I reply period pain, he suddenly doesn't want to hear anything about it. Even worse are people who think it's not a legitimate pain and just some made up female hysteria. Taking a shit at school. Everyone fucking judges you. I did it once, never a fucking game. Men dressing in skirts / dresses. Used to be completely normal, and women can wear men's clothes and not be judged. Having good mental health, a balanced time schedule and overall not being stressed. It seems like that if you're not stressed to your last breath, you're not doing enough work. Watching cartoons as an adult. Being naked. Casually approaching women you find attractive. Not wanting to talk to people. Not having strong political opinions. Putting yourself first. Any sort of bodily function. Not wanting to do things because you just don't want to do them. Edit. Just thought of more. Putting things other than ketchup on french fries. doing fun things by yourself, driving a small car, mainly in America, being a man, but liking frilly girly things, liking cats more than dogs, forgetting birthdays/anniversaries. Didn't mean to have so many, but it sort of got away from me. Being too introverted. A lot of sex related things in general, especially certain kinks. Not having strong political leanings. Enjoying anything when you're supposedly not part of the target demographic. Adults watching cartoons, men watching romance movies, women playing violent video games, men drinking mixed drinks, women drinking straight vodka, etc. Men having feelings. Women being strong, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Eating alone. I'm actually too shy and anxious to go to a restaurant alone, but I wish it wasn't a thing people cared about. Actually, going out anywhere alone. Seeing a movie, going to a fair or amusement park, the beach, the park, a play, a concert, anything. Not being in a relationship. Married couple not wanting children. Actually, women not wanting children, regardless of marital status. Having hobbies that you could make a profit from, but not doing so. My own hobbies include graphic design and writing fiction, but I'm completely uninterested in actually improving my lackluster artistic talents, and I only write for fun, not profit. Taking a break from anything for the sake of mental health or just for fun. Wasting time is how people usually refer to it, which is pretty telling. Not driving. The instant I mention not having a full driving license, it seems to become everyone's mission to tell me I have to go and get one. No matter how carsick driving makes me, or how little interest I have in cars, which BTW also invites the unbridled rage of every car enthusiast nearby, I don't see the appeal. Stop making me look at photos of you, insert car make and model here, because I'm that disinterested I can't actually think of a good example, and asking me don't you think this is a nice car? No, I don't. I don't like any cars. Bugger off. Carrying an umbrella/parasol to protect yourself from the sun when it isn't raining. When you think about it, it's not a bad idea at all, but it's just uncommon enough to the point where people will look at someone else funny for doing it. Welp, they won't be the ones laughing in the end. Having a period. I'm sorry, my uterus has decided to renovate. Again. I'm not happy about it either. Just hand over the chocolates and give me some space. Saying no to doing things you aren't required to do. It isn't your inherent duty to help someone you barely know carry a fridge into their apartment. Sure, it's kind, but you should be able to say no as freely as you can say yes. Physical contact with others, holding hands, cuddling, massages etc. without the expectation of anything sexual, or without people assuming you're in a sexual relationship. Working a menial job. Like pretty large percentage of people do work that a monkey could do, yet somehow people look down upon it. Not talking to / wanting to talk to strangers. I'm not being disrespectful, I just really don't want to introduce myself to and get to know new people all the time. Sometimes I just want to go about my life. Recovered addicts being open about their past addiction. My roommate's mother accused me of causing her daughter, my roommate, to become addicted to weed because I shared that I was addicted to opioid painkillers 5 years ago. I live in an apartment that houses 5 adults, all women. 3 work full time, myself included, and 2 are college students. My roommate is a college student. Heterosexual guys expressing love to each other or complimenting each other. I have a small group of friends who I've been close to for years, and I often tell them that I love and appreciate them directly. I also like to compliment and uplift them on their outfits, things they do, and anything else I find appropriate or that they need encouragement in. I told other people about how we do this for each other, and people always seem to say that we are acting gay or that we are in the closet with each other, which none of us are. No hate intended. Female friends do this all the time with each other. Why can't it be as normal for guys? Living with your parents. I know that in lots of places, like Thailand for example, living with your parents until marriage, or whatever, is a very normal and common thing to do.